This is Unit 7, Day 6, and this is dividing monomials and dividing polynomials by monomials. So we're going to start with this first one, 18m to the 5th divided by negative 6m to the 2nd. And if you take, the first thing you're going to do is take your coefficients, which are the numbers at the beginning, and go ahead and divide those. So 18 divided by negative 6 is negative 3. And then you have to use your rule that you use with exponents when you're dividing them. You take the 5 and the 2 and you subtract them. So we're going to go ahead and keep m because it's in both the numerator and the denominator. And then we're going to take the 5 and subtract 2, and that gives us 3. So this is our answer. With the second problem, it's a little bit different. So we have 4n divided by 2mnp. In this case, we will still take the coefficients, and we're going to go ahead and divide those. 4 divided by 2. But we need to keep it in fraction form because the numerator and the denominator don't totally match. In the numerator, we only have an n, and in the denominator, we have m, n, and p. So we're going to go ahead and this becomes 2 divided by 2 is 1, 4 divided by 2 is 2. Okay, and then we'll take our n divided by n. So we can just cross those out. They become 1, and 2 times 1 is 1. So what we're left with is what ultimately becomes our answer. 2 over MP. You can put the 1 in there if you wanted to, 1 MP, but it's really not necessary. Same thing with you could do 2 times 1 is 2, but again, you don't need that. Let's take a look at a polynomial divided by a monomial. So you'll notice we have a binomial in the numerator, and this would be the same if we had a trinomial. We would just do one extra step. So the first thing that you're going to have to do is you want to divide these two, and then you want to divide these two. Okay, so we can go ahead. I think it's easier to visualize if I make two separate fractions here, two separate situations. And you'll notice they both have the same denominator. Oh, can't forget my x. So now for me to visualize, it's a lot easier. So 5, I'm going to look at my coefficients again. 5 and 20 here. Okay, and 20 divided by 5 is 4. And remember, this kind of has a 1 here, so 2 minus 1 is just going to be 1, so 4x. And then plus, okay, because we bring that over, again, I'm going to look at my coefficients. 15 divided by 5 is 3. And x divided by x is nothing. They're going to cancel out, okay, because it would really be 1 minus 1 is what we'd be saying. And that's 0, nothing. So it's 4x plus 3 is your answer in this case.